Welcome to Switched On Schoolhouse, a CD-ROM-based homeschool curriculum from Alpha Omega Publications. In Switched On Schoolhouse 6th grade science, your students will study units that cover science topics like plant systems, plants and animal behavior, chemical structure and change, motion and its measurement, astronomy and the stars, and much more. Now let's take a look at a 6th grade science lesson to see how concepts like these are covered. In a unit entitled Animal Systems, let's look at a lesson called Circulatory System. Most Switched On Schoolhouse lessons begin with a brief introduction and a list of objectives for the lesson. These objectives help students stay focused on important lesson content and provide parents with an effective way to measure mastery of lesson content. At the beginning of most lessons, your students will also encounter a list of vocabulary words that will be used throughout the lesson. We've included several activities to encourage mastery of these important words. For example, students can hear the correct pronunciation of each word.
Atrium, hemoglobin.
In addition, the vocabulary arcade games encourage mastery of the vocabulary words by providing practice in the correct spelling of each word and in matching each word with its definition. Flashcards allow students to easily review the words and their definitions. After this introductory material, your students then move independently through the lesson, reading the text-based instruction and utilizing the multimedia features that have been provided. More than 25,000 engaging multimedia activities have been included in Switched On Schoolhouse lessons and are designed to engage student interest and bring learning to life. The addition of these interactive activities encourages learning by allowing students to become actively involved in the lesson presentation.
This diagram explains how your heart causes blood to travel in a continuous loop between your lungs and your body. The right atrium receives the blood with carbon dioxide from the body. The right ventricle pumps blood to the lungs to remove carbon dioxide and add oxygen. The left atrium receives oxygenated blood. The left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood to the various parts of the body.
Web-enabled links allow students to safely use the Internet to locate carefully chosen supplements to course content. Many lessons include small instructional videos, sometimes called tiny tutors. The teachers featured in these small video clips provide special instructions, additional information, and important tips for students.
The heart as an organ has its own built-in regulator called the pacemaker. You may have heard of this somewhere else before. There's a mechanical device that has to be put in for some people's hearts, and this is also called a pacemaker. It helps the heart beat in a regular way because sometimes the natural pacemaker doesn't work well enough. This little device can help people live normal lives.
Switched On Schoolhouse lessons are often filled with colorful photographs, maps, illustrations, and diagrams that are designed to enhance the learning environment and assist students in mastering lesson content. At the end of the lesson, the student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. Questions are presented in a variety of formats, including matching, fill in the blank, sequencing, multiple choice, multiple select, click and place, essay questions, and many more. 85 to 90% of student work is graded instantly by the program. Answers are automatically saved as the student works through the questions, and immediate feedback is given after each question has been answered. If a parent has set the program to allow for multiple attempts, Students will be looped back through the lesson to answer questions that were marked wrong on the first attempt. The lesson is complete when all questions have been answered correctly or when the student has exhausted his allowed attempts on each question. The student can then return to the home page to continue through the rest of his daily assignments.